How are you, dear students? Our lesson today is bar graphs, pages number 817 and 818. Let's start with this video.
The essential understanding for this lesson is bar graphs can be used to organize and display data. The height or length of bars in a bar graph makes it easy to compare data. Previously, students made, read, and analyzed line plots. In this lesson, students make, read, and analyze bar graphs. This problem is key because students must interpret the lengths of bars in a bar graph to compare data. Listen and look for students who have difficulty making sense of this problem. Some students may write the number of students who read or the number of students who play. Other students may not understand how the bars in the bar graph relate to quantities. To help these students make sense of the problem, ask guiding questions such as, how many students play after school? How many students read after school? To find how many more students play than read, should you add or subtract? Listen and look for other students who correctly compare the lengths of the bars to solve the problem. Some students may compare the lengths of the two bars by counting up from the length of the bar for reading until they match the length of the bar for playing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Other students may explain that the bar for playing is 11 boxes long, and the bar for reading is 5 boxes long. 11 minus 5 is equal to 6. So, 6 more students play than read after school. These students demonstrate an understanding of how to use the lengths of bars in a bar graph to compare data. These students are developing their understanding of different types of data displays. This will help them later as they need to choose the most appropriate type of data display.
So, dear students, with our first question here, use the bar graph to solve the problem. We have here 4 activities: read, write, draw, and play. So the first question here, how many students write after school? How many students write after school? If you can see, or if you look to our bar graph here, where is write, object of write? It's with red bar, so to number 8. So here, how many students? It's 8 students. Another question, which activity do exactly 5 students do after school? So we're number 5 here. Yes, we found number 5. And we have here purple. It's purple to activity of read. So here, which activity do exactly 5 students do after school? It's what? Read. Excellent. So here we write 8. And here we will write read. Another question, which activity do the fewest students do after school? If you want to answer this question, you should remember our bar graph. This one here. So which activity do the fewest students do after school? What is the fewest number here? Excellent. It's number 3. Number 3. Which activity equal number 3? It's draw. So here we will write draw. Another question, how many students read or draw after school? How many students read or draw? What's the meaning of or here? That's mean plus. You will add 2 numbers of activity of read and the activity of draw. So in read we have 5 students here. In read we have 5 students. And in draw we have 3 students. So 5 plus 3 equal, excellent, equal 8. So we will write 8 here. Another question, which activity do the most students do after school? Which activity do the most students do after school? What is that question? That's mean I want. Uh, excellent, excellent. We want the most number here. So it's what? Number 11 on what? Play. So we have here 11 students play after school. So he want here activity, so you will write play. Don't write the number. He didn't ask you for the number. He asked you for the activity. So you will write here play. How many more? And we said before that's mean minus. How many more students play than read after school? So how many students play after school? We have here 11 students play after school. And how many students read after school? We have here 5. So how many more? That's mean 11 minus 5, which equal, excellent, equal 6. So our answer here will be 6. Another question. How would the graph be different if two students changed their after-school activity from play to read? From play to read. Excellent. The bar for read would show 7 students. Remember, it was 5 students. If we add 2 students, it will be 5 plus 2, which equals 7 students. So the bar for read would show 7 students, and the bar for play would show 9 students. It was what? 11, and 11 minus 2, which equals 9. Excellent, dear students. Let's listen to this video.
Bar graph. First, write a title and label the graph. The title is Favorite Activities. The labels are music, dance, art, and drama. Why is it important to write a title and labels for the graph? One reason is so you can tell what the graph is about and how it shows the information. These labels tell you what the activity is. The numbers tell you how many children like each activity. Let's color boxes for each activity to match the data on the table. How many children like drama the most?
Select your answer.
Six children like drama the most. What does the graph show about music and art? The graph shows that 3 children like music and 1 child likes art. Do the numbers on the table match the numbers on the graph? Yes, the numbers on the table and graph do match. You have learned how to use a table to make a bar graph.
So, dear students, with another question here. Wanda went to the farm. She bought 8 pears and 5 orange and 2 apples and 9 peaches. Use this data to make a bar graph. So we have here 4 objects: pears, orange, apples, and peaches. So we will write them like this. Pears equal, excellent, 8. So we will write, or we will draw it to number 8. And orange equal 5. Excellent. So we have the first one here equal 8. And the second one equal 5. Apples. Yeah, she bought 2 apples. So we'll put 2 here. And peaches equal 9. So we will write 9 here. Another question. Look at the graph you made in item 10. How would the graph change if Wanda bought 3 more pears? Do you remember the bar graph you draw in item 10? That's it. The question here. How would the graph change if Wanda bought 3 more pears? Bought 3 more pears. So she has now 8 pears. So it will be 8 plus 3, excellent, which equal 11. Excellent. So here the graph would get wider. The bar for the number of pairs would be longer to show 11 pairs. Excellent. Another question. Look at the bar graph you made in item 10, the same one. Which is correct? I want to choose the correct answer, and here tell me choose all that apply. So you should remember our bar graph here. The first one here, when both the same number of pairs and beaches. Is that correct? No. No. Why? Because the first one pairs here equal 8, and the second one beaches equal 9. So they are not the same number. So we will not choose the first one. What about the second one? When both 3 more orange than apples. When both 3 more orange than apples. How many oranges do we have here? Excellent. 5. How many apples? 2. So 5 minus 2 equal 3. Excellent. So we will choose this one. Next sentence. When both 24 pieces of fruit in all. So we should add them together. It's 8 plus 5 plus 2 plus 9. Again, 8 plus 5 plus 2 plus 9. So it's correct. It's equal 20. Excellent. 24. 8 plus 2, which equal 10, plus 5 equal 15, plus 9, which equal 24. Another one here, another sentence. When both 4 more peaches than oranges. So we have here 9 minus 5. Excellent, equal 4. So we will choose number 2 and number 3 and number 4. Excellent, dear students. Don't forget our homework pages numbers 819 and 820. See you tomorrow.